Understanding eliminates any language that seeks to describe being. However, the number of languages to describe being in manifestation is incalculable. Any attempt to understand manifested beings, or the manifested universe, will always open other windows to the unknown, in an endless cycle, as long as it is done with the eyes of the external being. He who sincerely looks within himself, sees the universe within him. There are countless forms and formulas that describe being, its laboratory, and its opus, but none will resolve the questions that belong to being. However, many will indicate the way. It is up to the being to give himself the opportunity to look for himself at what is presented before him. It is his responsibility to understand the mechanics that set things in motion, and to become master of this mechanics, rather than being a puppet manipulated by it. It is the duty of the being to rise above the position of things, and to place himself above them. The intellect, although a precious tool, must be understood as such. An instrument at the service of being. It is being that determines the value of things, rather than submitting to them. Without the inner lens, obtained through attention and care, the being risks making evaluations, whose results imprison him in a cycle of continuous determinism. In the dimensional plane, where the being finds himself, there is no lack of available signs and guidance. However, movement will always be the responsibility of the being, and any result must be exclusively attributed to him, even in the face of the paradox of incapacity that affects some beings. Understanding will only be possible through effort. And the correct reading is the one that brings the eyes of the being himself. Seeking understanding in collective readings usually facilitates contamination, as the total presence of being is not common in those moments. Seeking light through others is to delegate one's own journey to others. Imposing one's own light on others is to yield to selfishness, for light does not impose itself. It simply flows.